Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. By now, I'm sure you've all heard that Mike McCarthy is coming back, something that we believed all along. Jerry Jones is, he has one more year on that contract. He's going to get his money's worth. This is a person that ain't going to waste any money. And besides, the Cowboys are still the most talked about team and everything else. That literally we are wrapped around his finger. And this is a statement from Jerry Jones on keeping, I guess, his rationale for keeping Mike McCarthy. I believe this team is very close and capable of achieving our ultimate goal. And the best step forward for us will be making Mike McCarthy as our head coach. There's a great benefit to keeping the team's progress under Mike's leadership as our head coach. Specifically, there are many layers of success that have occurred this season as a result of Mike's approach to leading the team, both with individual players and with our team collectively. Mike has the highest regular winning percentage of any coach in Cowboys history, and will dedicate ourselves in partnership with him to translate that into reaching our postseason goals. Certainly, Mike's career has demonstrated both postseason success at a high level, and we have great confidence to continue. Further, our loss on Sunday is shared by everyone here, not just Coach Mike McCarthy, our players, our coaches, our front office, myself. There is accountability for our results. I am accountable for our results. The lens we use to view and evaluate Coach McCarthy is holistic. While we're all disappointed with the result on Sunday and with our playoff record, I am 100% supportive of him as our head coach and his ability to reach our goals. We will start the process of reviewing and decision making regarding everything that impacts our team and roster. While we're not going to address specific players, extensions, or free agents at this point, it deserves our deepest review and consideration, and it will get it. So, if you are like me and have been a Cowboy fan forever, this is like being in an abusive relationship. You get beat down, and they say, "We're sorry, and we're going to change." And we believe them. We want to believe them. We want to believe they love us. We want to believe that they want to have our best, interests at heart, and that they are going to change what they're doing and make things better. Remember a few years back when Jerry Jones said, when you're the GM and the owner, you can't fire yourself. He recognized that he was making problems and that the Cowboys aren't where they should be. And he said, I must change and I will change. To some degree, I think he did, at least for a while. For a while, it used to be that Jerry Jones would refer to, say, ask Mike McCarthy, and letting Mike McCarthy do the job. And then I think the old Jerry came back around. I think Jerry Jones recognizes that life is short. I know at 58 years old, and people say, what are you talking about? You're still a young man. Well, I don't think I'm going to live to 116. So by default, I know that I have more days behind me than I got in front of me. And I have no idea how many that'll be. If I make it to 81, I will really have a sense of urgency and realize that I'm not going to be living to 162. That I definitely have a hell of a lot more behind me, and I don't know how many I'm going to have in front of me. And herein lies the situation. If Jerry is serious about wanting to win the Super Bowl, then you got to go all in. You've got to go all in. You've got Dak Prescott, who can play well. You need to get support around him. You do. And, people will say he just can't win them. Well, maybe if you get a Christian McCaffrey situation out there, and that Jake Ferguson steps up and becomes like, a George Kittle or, one of the better tight ends in football. You've got CeeDee Lamb. You just got to make sure he's not checking out when playoff games come around. And you get yourself another really good offensive lineman and a swing tackle that can take up the slack when one of these guys go. We've got a lot of players who contracts are expiring, like Biotish, like Tyron Smith. You have to decide if you're bringing him back or not. You have 16 expiring contracts, guys like Dorrance Armstrong and things. So you got to figure out which one of those guys you believe in. And when you go through and replace those guys, you need to replace them with guys that are better. It's how we won in the 90s. We had better talent than everybody else. We went too deep at every position. We had players that would be starters on other teams that were backups and role players. And you can't have this mentality of, we believe in our guys, and think that your guys that haven't won anything are going to be enough to win it. I don't have a problem with you bringing back Mike McCarthy. I hope that this is genuine, what you're saying, that you are part of the problem, and your lack of getting talent, of using free agency. You mean it. You mean it. You've had opportunities to bring in blue chip players that would make a difference, but you choose not to. You have opportunities, you say, well, that's Micah's money. Well, okay. Is Micah all about the money, or is Micah really about winning that Super Bowl? You talk about wanting to win, and you wait till the last minute to make moves. It has cost you money waiting to do Dak Prescott's contract now twice. And you have to change this whole philosophy of players that are injured and trying to get a bargain. Doing anything worthwhile is not cheap. It's not. You got to spend money, and you get what you pay for. So I hope that this is actually some change that we can believe in. But I'm going to hold judgment and see where there's change. I'm not going to say, oh, hallelujah, Jerry Jones has got it. He's going to change. I'll get back to y'all when I see something that's really changed. I'll get back to you when I really see something change. Peace.